That time, I did have to buy a keyboard separately.
You never let me forget that.
And that was like $100, you know, additionally. And I happened to buy it during a time when we didn't have our extended holiday return policy. But I bought it to kind of prove Bill wrong. And I did it because there was that safety net, because I thought, okay, this iPad thing, what's everybody talking about? And I used it, because you can use this. You do realize that. You can use this, you can put it underneath the Christmas tree, you can shop with it, you can gift with it, you can share it, maybe retire that older processor to the niece, to the nephew, whomever. But the whole idea is, if you don't love it, you can send it back until the end of January.
And the important thing is you have it for the holiday season, you have it for gift, and that's what I did. I had upgraded mine during the pandemic because we got sent home and they're like, you need to broadcast from home. I'm like, how am I gonna do that? What do I have? I had an iPad. Will it be able to do what it needed to be done? And to be honest, this used to be the better camera. So I had to broadcast facing this side so I can get the best resolution out there. Now with this generation, the front-facing camera is better. So all our Zoom and Skype and FaceTime calls are gonna be sharper and crisper, which we all can appreciate. That's because this has been re-engineered for 2022 needs. I was really surprised to learn that, guess what? A lot of those tablets that are a lower price point, they're still using the same 5 and 10-year-old chassis and chip. So that's what's made it more affordable. Apple keeps improving themselves.
It's true. Hey, Steve, I just want to clarify. On the tie-dye, is it the 256 that's sold out or the 64? Okay, here's what it's telling me what's left in tie-dye. Space gray, we have in the 64 gig. Okay, so 256 on the tie-dye is completely gone on the tie-dye. And then on the space gray, if you want the space gray with the tie-dye, we've literally got like 3 dozen. So when I say we're getting ready to call this 256 pretty much gone, so 256, the problem is, now here's one thing that, if you're familiar with Apple or iPad, you already know this. It's not, if you change your mind later, it's not like you can't, if you ran out of butter making the Thanksgiving stuffing, you can go back to the store and you're like, oh, I forgot butter, hopefully they'll have it, you can make your stuffing. When you buy memory, shop now or forever hold your peace. And I'm not being mean about this, but I have so many things on the cloud because I bought one of the smaller memories when I got both my iPad and when I got my phone. And you know what? And I love it. With any memory, I love it. But I'm just telling you, it's not enough. It's just like when you move into your house and you're like, oh, 1,500 square feet is good. And you're like, oh, I could use some more closet space. So, no, right? Sure. And so you can't go big or go home. You can't go back, meaning you can't add more memory. You can go to the cloud, but you want more memory. All right, I have to remember because we're gonna go to a break. I could keep talking forever. Bill and I are gonna continue. Please don't go anywhere. We're gonna give our sales and service representatives a chance to catch up and get your iPad, make that, put it on your bucket list. Do it tonight.
Worry about one less thing with our Protection Plus plans at HSN. Electronics, fitness equipment, even jewelry can be covered. Shop smarts and protect your purchase. It's easy to add when you're checking out. Search Protection Plus at hsn.com for more details.
Shop the lowest prices of the season throughout the day with Black Friday Deal Dash. Be sure to watch at 1 a.m., 11 a.m., 1 p.m., and 11 p.m. to get the best Black Friday deals, today's specials, and tons of great gifts. Every item is on sale during these hours, so don't miss it. Black Friday Deal Dash today.
'Tis the season to be a VIP. Use your HSN card to get the best deals on gifts for everyone. Shop now for the holidays and pay over time with ExtraFlex or VIP financing on every item and at least 8 VIP savings events a year. Plus, the HSN card has no annual fee. Not a card member? Apply now and instantly get $50 off when you're approved. Visit hsn.com/HSN card or call 1-800-695-1418 for details.
My singular goal is to improve the quality of people's lives. Everything we do is intended to be unlike any other company of our kind. We just make exceptional vitamins so you could have exceptional health. It's not important that you get the products I'm offering, but it's very important that you get the information I'm sharing, because information is the key to being a healthy person.
Hi, I'm Jay King, and one of my fondest Christmas memories is the New Mexico Christmas. New Mexico Christmas is so special because I guarantee you we get the family together. There's going to be 2 things on the menu. There's going to be red chili and green chili. It really makes the event.
We love Jay. I know you were just watching him with Adam, and the Black Friday countdown is on. You can check back daily for brand new Black Friday deals before they're gone. I've been doing a lot of shopping because you get 5 flex pay on everything on our lowest prices of the season. And of course, you can fill your slate every day with Black Friday Deal Dash at 1 a.m., 11 a.m., 1 p.m., and of course, I've got one at 11 p.m. Hundreds of Black Friday deals on hsn.com. Well, if you are, that's also our weekly deal drop show, by the way, in that 11 o'clock hour before those prices expire. Speaking of prices expiring, if you're just joining us, happy Sunday Fun Day. It is always a fun day when Mr. Bill Duggan is here, but it's even better when we can make dreams come true and cross that ultimate tablet off your Christmas list, whether it's for yourself or somebody that you love. Bill, I think you'd be hard-pressed to find somebody who doesn't have an iPad, but the truth is you never know how, you know what, I'm gonna say it, how much better the experience is, even if you have somebody else's tablet. And again, I'm not trying to put shame in anybody's game, but there is a reason that iPad is the leader. Even if you're double dog daring us, do you know you can do flex pay? Those are interest-free payments. In fact, all you do is pay for the sales tax. We pay for the shipping, and we'll zip it off to you for one little payment, less than $100 if you choose the 64 gig, a little over $100 if you choose the 256. I'll give you some updates and show you your choices, but Bill, at the end of the day, the reason that iPad is really the leader and #1 is because of that ease, because of that use, because of that performance. And boy, this is the biggest bundle that we've ever done for this price, isn't it?
'Tis the season. We've gone big for this one. So it's that 9th generation iPad. Remember, they put a new chip inside, they flip the cameras around so the better one is in the front, and it's how we live today. So I want to sit back and relax because I'm having a great conversation with you. Notice the camera followed me around as I just recline back, as I sit forward, or, oh, I forgot something I want to show you. I'm standing up now. I'm walking around the bedroom over here because this is where it so flows with you, because maybe I'm still pulling stuff together or getting ready in the morning, or maybe I want to show you the holiday present I have for you. I'm so excited, I can't wait for you to open it, but you'll have to wait. But this is just it. This is how we live our lives. We want to see family and friends. And the crazy thing is, Shannon, they sell devices that just do this. And the cool thing is, this will be able to follow me around, which is awesome. But then when I'm not using it for a FaceTime call or having to be on that Zoom call and live in the box, I then can use this to stream and watch movies and check my social media. I mean, it's £1. It is an aspirational brand because guess what? It is top tier, but it's top tier and it delivers, which is really what's nice. So if it's a gift for you, enjoy it. If it's a gift for someone else in the family, they will be flabbergasted that you treated them to an iPad because everyone knows it's a top brand. And that's exactly what I did. I upgraded mine. I re-gifted my one that was still working and gave it to my niece. My nephew, even one year, he asked for an iPad for Christmas. We're like, okay, that's a big ask for a 6-year-old. But guess what, Shannon? He has not outgrown it. His hobbies and interests and favorite sport has changed from year to year, but the iPad has evolved with him. And even though it was a gift for him, everyone in the family uses it because of the user-friendly features, because of how easy it is to take with you on the go, and whether it's being used for school or for work, the big optimum word is it's going to be used, it's going to be appreciated, so just get one home and enjoy the experience.
It's true. In fact, every single show host here tells their own personal story about an iPad. Yep. Like Tamara, I think she bought an iPad for her, then boyfriend, right, to be future husband. Debbie was talking earlier about how she first got her iPad. In fact, I think, was she dating her husband? I think it was before she married her husband, too. If I buy an iPad, will I get a man? Oh.
Hey, Siri.
I'm just saying, I'm noticing a trend here, folks. Listen, I say it can't hurt, but the truth is, whether you are using it for dating or getting a degree or virtual doctor's visits, my mom had some heart issues this last year, and there was a snowstorm, and so she actually did her virtual doctor's visit because her cardiologist is in Minneapolis, and guess what? The snow was flying. She was still able to keep her appointment and, still keep on track. I think it just kind of, it's an eye-opener to me that even my mom, and Mom, you know I'm not being disrespectful, she still calls me every day, how do I do this on her remote control for her television? And I'm like, Mom, I can't see your remote control for your television. But you could go into the iPad store, or I will say this, they are so user-friendly. There's a great online community in terms of support. We're gonna include over $500 worth of extras. So let's just pump the brakes here. If you're joining us here at HSN, first of all, welcome, happy Sunday Fun Day. It is a Black Friday deal weekend. Now what that means to you is not only our lowest prices of the season to help you shop early, but we are doing 5 flexible payments on everything. Flex Pay, those are interest-free payments. Imagine going to the grocery store and your bill was $100 and they said, well, you know what, we'll take $20 today, but you know, take all your groceries home, cook your Thanksgiving dinner. But you know, we're just gonna charge you the tax, you know. But that's what this is. They are interest-free payments. So you can get your brand new iPad today. You can move into your iPad. You can move into your iPad. You can play with your iPad. You can share videos with your iPad. You can watch movies with your iPad. You can shop with your iPad. If you decide you don't like it, you can send it back until the end of January. So that's one thing. Then all you do is you choose your color of what I call the chassis. Do you want it in the silver, which is our most popular today, or do you want it in the space gray? And then you choose how much memory do you want. I'm just gonna tell you, if you want that 256 gig, we are dipping into the hundreds remaining. 256 gig on any of the choices is virtually gone. In fact, what I would recommend is go to hsn.com, and that's gonna be the fastest way to shop, but it's also the easiest way to see how many we have left in the 256. In fact, in the tie-dye is officially gone in the 256 in both the silver and the space gray. Okay, so as an example, and those are the accessories, so let's get to those right now. All I'm saying is the 256, you snooze, you lose. If you're gonna get it, you gotta do it now. Get whatever we have left, because this is it for the year. It is the biggest package in history. The extras alone are about $500. And that means, again, choose your chassis, silver or space gray, choose your memory, 60 or 256, 256 is almost gone, and then choose your accessory package. We will include an over-the-ear headset. We will include not one, but 2 cases. One is kind of like that scuba material, like this neoprene. We'll include a Bluetooth wireless keyboard, which I had to buy separately when I bought my first iPad here at HSN. I know Colleen Lopez tells the same story. We'll never let Bill Duggan live it down.
You get it now.
Yeah, you do get it now. Plus you get kind of the Pro, the DJ-style, the on-ear ear cups. You get the easel, that great little stand, because there's that center stage function. That's a camera that follows you around for no additional cost. A lot of these, you have to clip them on or buy like a little separate accessory. That's part of the whole shebango. You get the cleaning cloth, and then you also get the stylus, and then you just choose the color. So remember, chassis, silver, space gray, memory, 64, 256, 256 almost gone. We'll let you know when it's gone. And then what color do you want your accessories? Black, tie-dye is completely gone in the 256. Whether you wanted the space gray or the silver, it gone, bye-bye. There's our blue, there's our rose gold. And Steve, while I'm here, okay, and silver, sorry about that. And our silver choices on hsn.com. So on the 256, the tie-dye is gone in the 256, okay. Here's what I have left in the 256. I have it in black. There are 60 of them remaining. Silver, we're okay-ish, but probably only what, Steve, a couple hundred? Oh, and that's it. Oh, okay, so 256 on the blue is gone for the accessories. Rose gold in the 256 is gone in the accessories. The black, the 256, we have a couple dozen, and then on the silver, we've got fewer than 1,000. So do you see what we're talking about? We're in the hundreds remaining. So if you haven't met Bill Duggan, and if you're channel surfing, oh, we're even gonna do an apply and buy of $50 off.
Hello.
Exactly. Bill Duggan I call him the naughty but nice elf. I mean,
I bring gifts.
He's one of my favorite people, as if you can't tell. But Bill, what I love about this is, I mean, you're a smart guy. I mean, you know, I think I'm a pretty smart person, but this you don't have to know how, you don't have to haggle with, you don't have to F4, F1. I mean, all those. What's the shortcut? Right. What's the key? And there's an app for that.
And that's why people love their Apple experience. It is so simple. Real quick, all those things that you're getting included, they're individually boxed too. Yeah. So it's not one big box under the tree. I like breaking it up. My nephew's getting the headphones. The niece is getting the tablet stand. I'm getting the computer. I'm getting the iPad with a protected cover, which we don't always include as well.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Screen cover, which is great. It's full tempered glass. So everything is just giftable, and it's a gift in and of itself. So you're talking about, what were you talking about? So many different things to show you.
Yes, because I'm so mesmerizing. I'm certain it has just, you know, passed right through your brain.
No, I remember everything that you'd said. But more importantly, one thing I encourage you to do with that extra time, log into your email. At least do that, because this is going to be your porthole to, you know, work and school and family and friends. And this is what happens. You know, you get an email from the office, you have to get that sent back and signed. Oh, someone sent you an Excel document. A lot of people have always been phobic of going to Apple because they're like, I'm a PC user. But did you notice how quickly it downloaded that attachment?
Can we pause here for a moment? Okay, so if someone is using Word or PowerPoint or Excel, it'll translate, it'll read it. But there's also word processing included in something called Pages, correct?
So there's the Apple world and the PC world still. So Microsoft Excel, you can download Word, you can download Excel, you can download PowerPoint. Preloaded, you have the Apple equivalent, Pages, Numbers, and Keynote. So it's your preference in terms of which one you want to work in. I like to work in the Apple one, but the office still sends me Excel and PC, so I downloaded that. And this is what happens. This Excel document, easily, boom. That's how fast it is. That's where you're going to notice that difference. By the way, can you read that at home? Look at this. The clarity of this screen, it's 1 million more pixels than a high-definition TV.
Wait, say that again.
1 million more pixels in this spreadsheet than a high-definition television.
So the TV that they're watching at home probably, the picture is probably not as good as this.
Exactly. So whether it's the resolution on a spreadsheet or an email, or the resolution as I'm watching Netflix or seeing what's happening on Apple TV, because this is the funny thing. You were talking about, remember when we went back to school. Kids today are smart. They're like, Mom, can I get an iPad? And they're like, okay, that'd be good. Because remember when we had to be like, can I have a phone in my room?
Oh, yeah.
Can I have a TV in my room? Phone, TV, entertainment, computer. This really checks a lot of boxes for all the users out there. Remember when we were like, oh, we're putting people in the guest room for the holidays. We need a TV. They need to watch something. They'll have an iPad. They can watch on the iPad with 1 million more pixels than a high-definition TV. And as you were talking about, you know, over the years, people have had tablets and their needs have evolved and grown. That's what's great about this. You're gonna get it home and think, I'm just gonna use it for work and for school. But then all of a sudden, you know what? You've got a different job, you're going to a different career path. You're gonna find yourself using it differently. So I love how this is a great example. Return. I'll make a little bit of space. But more importantly—
By the way, notice that Bill is also using a virtual keyboard. So when you go on the plane and you're like, oh, I don't wanna have that keyboard with me.
Leave it at home. Okay.
Take it home.
Exactly.
Not a big deal.
But what you notice also, this virtual keyboard with built-in microphone, so I don't have to do any of the typing. I can just speak that book report, that long email. I love it, which is great. But more importantly, this is taking up half my screen. So our keyboard, I turn it on, the digital one disappears, I have more workspace. And this is a perfect, easy example. Shannon, do you know how to get a picture in there? Do you know if you have to Control-C, copy, and all that stuff? No. You swipe up from the bottom. You pull up your photo library. I drag it over to the side, just like that. And then all of a sudden, okay, there's that picture, but we want to find a Shannon picture. So we come back over here, we go to our albums. There we go. I want this picture of Shannon to go from here to there. This is why Apple is successful. It's literally just, boom.
Wow.
That's just it.
Wow.
One finger. Oh, don't tell Aaron Berger. It's that one finger demo. Here we go. Watch. Da, 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 da. Okay, I stole the one finger demo. But when it's that simple, it's good for the senior. It's good for the young kid. And you know what's also nice? At the end of the day, look what I just did.
It's true.
And that's where it's like, it's technology that is empowering.
Oh, yeah.
I think you might have said it, technology that made you feel dumb versus technology that made you feel smarter.
No, it's really true. And in fact, that video that I posted, I literally did that as they were counting me down. It was like 30 seconds before the show. And I can tell you for a fact, if that were a different type of technology, there's no way I would have done that. There's no way that I'd be doing all the TikTok recipes and things that I'm doing if I weren't working in that ecosystem.
Right.
And to that end, I mean, if they got another iPad, if they got another iPhone, if they, frankly, even if they don't, that's how, like whenever I share things in email to our team here, they're working in Word and Excel.
Right.
But I still am able to drop and share and attach and all that. The only problem is, well, let me just put it to you this way. You want as much memory as you can get your hands on,
yes.
Okay? You want it. Trust me on this, you will use it, especially when you consider the flex pay. It's just a nominal increase because it's less than $100 if you're doing the 64. It's just a little over $100 if you're doing the 256. And believe me when I tell you, you're gonna love that extra memory because that also means that your processor continues to run faster. You will fill it up because, again, things can always go to the cloud. You will be doing things with this, I promise you, you never even dreamed of. Even my mom has said different times, she's like, you know, the fact that she is like FaceTiming, doing virtual doctor's visits and she's doing meetings kind of freaks me out a little bit because Pat still has a hard time, Mom, I'm not being disrespectful, you know, she still has a hard time, you know, recording my shows or whatever with her television remote is more complicated than my mom using her phone or her iPad. And that's really the truth.
And how many buttons are on that remote?
Oh, it makes her crazy.
The one button technology.
Yeah.
And that's actually one thing, remember, with this 9th generation, it still has that home button. Not all of them do. So remember, this is that 9th generation. And what's new in that 9th generation? It's the chip that's on the inside that's gonna allow us to stream and download and get those tasks done faster with an A13 Bionic chip. It's 20% faster. I think we can all appreciate getting stuff done 20% faster because that means we can have a little more fun.
You can.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, on that 256, and do not say that we didn't warn you, no back order, no wait list, no advanced order. The quantities that we have are truly the quantities that we have. Faster, sleeker, smarter, biggest package in history for the best price. It is your last show for the year on any iPad Today special. We as show hosts, we dream of these days to do iPad Today specials. The other thing that I want to clarify, and then I'm going to give you a quantity update, this is not an also ran, this is not a factory reissue, this is not a factory refurbished. This is that new car smell, that fresh out of the box, that iPad that their eyes are gonna light up like a Christmas tree when they see it. Don't say I didn't warn you. On the 256 on the black, we now have 3 dozen remaining. And no kidding, at least get it in your hot little hands. In fact, I think I'm probably gonna be upgraded tonight because the one that I have, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it.
Right.
But I can tell, you know, it's probably time to, get a different processor, refresh. In fact, I think the one that I have is like either the 5th or 6th generation. I'll probably give it to my niece because she's been asking for a newer generation iPad. Make your dreams come true tonight. I heard you tell this story. I didn't realize this about you. When you first moved to Florida, see, most people when they move to Florida, it's like, I'm gonna go to the beaches, I'm gonna go to the Mickey Park. You wanted to learn how to play piano.
I thought that would help fill my time versus
moving to Florida, I'm gonna learn how to play piano.
At least that's what I told my mom. Okay. Like you tell Pat something, I tell my Pat something else, okay? That's just it. And the thing is, we use it differently. And actually, I did. I was actually wanting to, pick up a hobby because I had a little more time. And actually, one thing I want to show you, where is this? I'm coming down here to my screen grabs, blah, blah, blah. And I picked up a little bit of sheet music. I just showed you GarageBand, which allows you to screenshots. Here we go. Somewhere in here, I have some sheet music because I did try to, where is my sheet? Here we go. So a little Silent Night, anybody? So I came over here, and this actually is a demonstration I'd never done until today. Here's my piano. Remember, I can have a guitar, I can have drums if I'd like. I'm gonna pull up my sheet music right over here. And I didn't, I'm not a good piano player, Shannon, but let's see. And then there's some other keys. But I was actually able to practice playing the piano in the green room, on the airplane, wherever. Oh, and if that was too loud and noisy, I can easily pop in those over-the-ear DJ-style headphones. And we were talking about, how successful your mom has been, Shannon. That success does matter, but we all do get baffled a little bit. I love the fact that I can still walk into the Apple store, even though I purchase it at HSN. We also give you those 3 years to the Mac U, which we always don't get to include. I was on earlier with Debbie Denman, and she was like, her husband is an IT guy. He's a tech engineer. And she's like, I have questions, but I get embarrassed to ask him because, you know, it's like embarrassing, but like, how can I not make this work? 3 years to the MacU when you need it, because they're open 24/7, video support, tutorials. I can actually show you real quick. I mean, it's as simple as coming over here because I want to learn about iMovie. You come down here, you find the movie, the clip right over here. Welcome to iMovie. And
in this lesson, we're going to cover some basic terminology and workflow.
Perfect.
You'll use here.
And the thing is, you want it to be simple because, I'll be honest with you, Shannon, if it's too complicated, I don't have time for that. But that's also your success in terms of being able to post and do everything you just did minutes before the show. It's because you're a user. And when you're a user of the Apple product, it becomes more intuitive and second nature. And that's where you set yourself up, or your kids, or anyone in the house up for success with this.
Absolutely do. In fact, you know what? This is kind of a snapshot of my life. This is exactly what I do when I go home. The feet are up.
Yes.
And I'm watching movies. That is what I'm doing. Or I'm also doing work, because a lot of us here as show hosts are working from home, and unless I'm missing somebody, to my knowledge, we're all using iPads. I mean, we really are. And by the way, HSN did not buy us iPads. They didn't. I'm probably telling you more information than you need to know. They actually got the show hosts laptops of a different ecosystem. I've never taken it home. And, no, I haven't. And can I tell you why? It gives me a headache just to think about, is it F11 or what do I plug in and why won't it find my router? Listen. I don't care what you're doing, if it's for fun, if it's for entertainment, if it's for education, if it's for shopping, if it's remote learning, if it's unwrapping the presents underneath the Christmas tree or decorating the Christmas tree, you do it with this, it's gonna change your life. It's a game changer. And that's why, even if you have another iPad, I want you to upgrade to this tonight. And in fact, Charlie, would we get in trouble if you follow me to the Christmas tree? And the reason I ask is, now I could use that center stage function, because remember, even the camera has been upgraded. But I guess my whole point is, no matter where you go in your home, no matter where you go in your life, no matter who you're trying to interface with, Bill Duggan.
Hello.
Look at this, I can walk over cables in my high heels.
Joe Harrison's behind you too.
Look at, he's coming up next hour. You know, whether I'm making cookies in the kitchen, whether I'm wrapping presents, iPad, there's a difference. There just is. And again, I'm not trying to be mean about, I really haven't. I'm not taking that other laptop they give us home. Because you know what? It's hard, it's complicated. And people of a much younger generation than I who work on them, they're like, yeah, I know, it's really hard to get into like our intranet at home. I'm like, ugh.
Sometimes people think that is how technology is supposed to be. It's supposed to be hard. Right. It's supposed to be difficult.
It makes you feel dumb.
Well, that's just
And I'm not being mean about that. I mean, seriously.
You know, sometimes a little bit of effort and sweat equity is nice. But when I need to pay a bill and get out the door, or when I just want to, get onto social media, I don't want that struggle when I want entertainment. I like a good project, but not daily.
Right.
And actually, that's very interesting. That is why Apple is successful. It's icon driven, it's pinch and zoom, it's very tactile, but it's also just very easy to follow. That's why we say kids from 8 months old to 88 years old can really get their hands on this and set themselves up for success. Back in the day when, tablets were brand new, I'm like, should I get my mom a tablet? Really, will she use it? I got her a no-name, tablet. It was like, Mom, have fun with this. Do some online shopping, start playing a game or something like that.
Yeah.
I get back out to Florida. She's like, did you like it? She's like, she didn't know how to turn it on. And I'm like, okay, well, that's not gonna work.
Yeah.
And then finally, I had upgraded my iPad. I gave her an old one that was old to me, new to her.
Right.
By the time I got back, she was sending me Pinterest and success.
It's crazy, isn't it?
And that's what we want, whether it's a kid, whether it's a senior, whether it's us. I want to get engaged and share ideas with family, be able to connect with a doctor easily. There's nothing worse when it's like, oh, we're doing a Zoom meeting. And it's like, oh, it's so slow and I don't get it.
Do you know what? You kind of nailed it, Bill, because normally when you give electronics, you think, oh, are they going to be able to figure it out? Da-da-da-da-da.
Did I waste my money?
Yeah, no, really. I mean, you give an iPad, it connects you.
Yeah.
It absolutely connects you. I'm going to give you some quantity updates, and here's what I'm probably going to do tonight. My budget's kind of tight right now. Let's be honest. I think we're all a little more budget conscious, but because we're doing FlexPay, because I really am. I'm almost done with my shopping. I'm pretty proud of myself.
Nice.
The thing thing that worries me about that, though, I did that one other year, and then I bought so much stuff for people because I was done so early, I forgot what I had purchased. And then when Christmas came, I'm like, oh, geez. So now I guess I'll just shop for Shannon because I'm literally almost done. But you give an iPad, and it truly is the gift that keeps giving. So a couple of things. If you want it in the 256,
you're learning.
Silver only. I know. Look at.
Don't cross in front.
Exactly. I walked behind. It's my first time on the air, and you're saying, and perhaps your last. In the 256, it is gone in the black. So the only way to get the silver chassis, remember you choose the chassis, what I call the chassis, you know, or the color of the iPad itself. You choose your memory, and then you choose your accessories. The silver with the silver accessory package is the only way to get the 256. And Steve, what do we have, about 500-600 only? Okay, we're in the hundreds, you know, about 800, give or take. He's like, oh, no, Miss Smith, less than that. Oh. So all I can tell you is if you want the 256, and I know I keep saying this, but trust me, you want the 256. You want the 256. Because on that flex pay, remember, it's less than $100. Those are on flex pay, 5 interest-free payments. First payment includes your tax, of course. Unconditional money-back guarantee until the end of January, but the 256 easily will be gone by the end of the night. There's no extended delivery or advanced order or more quantities to load. So 256 almost gone, period. Basically, the last 700 of you can get that 256. In the 64, Steve, we still have all choices in the 64, correct? Okay, well, at least for now. I was just gonna say for now. If you choose the 64 in either the space gray or the silver, remember, then you pick, we can include almost $500 worth of accessories. You choose, do you want your accessories in black, your accessories in white, your accessories in that beautiful navy blue, or sorry, tie-dye. You know, it looks pinkish from that, because I see the case color, the tie-dye, and then the rose is actually the one with the rose gold color. And then of course we've got silver, accessory package, the little easel, the cleaning cloth, the screen protector, which I keep forgetting to mention because we always charge you separately for that, the detachable Bluetooth keyboard, not one but 2 cases, a stylus, and an over-the-ear headset. So any way you stack it, this is the deal to be beat. And with hundreds of you in the various forms of ordering, all I can tell you is this: whether you already have an iPad and you're upgrading tonight, or whether you've used other tablets and you've been challenged, maybe you're even saying there's no way I could do TikTok, there's no way I can do Instagram. I mean, if that's you, I want you to try this. But more importantly, I just want you to try this because it is a better experience. And at the end of the day, electronics are electronics, but the truth is, people who have their life together, they got an iPad because it's a better life experience. I know that sounds kind of crazy. It's like, it's a tablet. It makes your life better. It makes your life better. And I don't care what you're using it for. The weather, how do you dress the kids, looking up a recipe, you know, FaceTiming with family because you can't get home. It's a total game changer. And we have hit it out of the park tonight. We really have.
'Tis the season. We're going big for this holiday. Normally we try to save this towards a little closer to Christmas even, or after Thanksgiving. We want to make sure you get it right away. Real quick, this is that silver and space gray difference. You can see it, but check it out. From the front, they're both with that black bezel. So really it doesn't matter. I mean, space gray or silver, but they're gonna look the same when they're sitting in your case. And I love the fact that we actually have those nice solid colored cases, because talk about giftable. I mean, people will love to have just any case with the keyboard, the neoprene case to carry everything around, because they will want to maybe take their Apple Pencil, pack in their AirPods, charging cords and adapters. It's all right there, but it's really the user experience that makes it so enjoyable. And remember, log into your email, check out how easy it is to now. Actually, here's one more quick one, which again, those little tasks, 20% faster. I need to, let's see, permission slip, or let's see, permission slip. I need to get this permission slip signed before the kids go back to school tomorrow. Boom, double tap. I'm not printing it out and then filling it out and scanning it. I go up here to the light bulb icon. We're gonna go to the zoo, We're gonna go on December 25th, blah, blah, blah. And I sign my name, sure, blah, blah, blah. And then we're running out of time.
Blah, blah, blah.
And then I send it back via email or text it, or I can send it to the printer. You don't have to though. I can easily just send that off, get that task done. And you know how I mentioned scanner? Shannon, do you know the quality of these cameras now allow me to actually use it as a scanner?
Oh, that's true.
Hit the camera icon, scan document. I come over here. I'm gonna just scan that receipt so I don't have any excuse, or before I lose it, boom.
Nice.
Scan that document, hold it still. It'll square it up for me, boom, boom, boom. There we go. Just scan that document, made a PDF. So much easier because I think we've been there. I'm gonna go scan a document. I use my scanner 3 times a year. Every time it's like, what's that button? Am I doing this right? Is it upside down or right side up? That is so fluid and fast. And I'll be honest, when I first got the tablet, I didn't know it could do that.
Oh, yeah.
But the more I used it and realized, oh, I can do this, and you'll get little updates. Go check out this light bulb icon. You'll get tips and tricks on, you know, little updates, little hacks, little ways to get more organized, which it's funny, my mom used to always like, ask Billy, he knows, he can find. She thinks I'm organized. She hasn't been to my place out here in Florida, but more importantly, it's Apple that makes me organized. Look at this, everyone's filed away, nice and organized. Pictures of dad, pictures of the brother-in-law, pictures of my girl Shannon right up here. And this is where Apple just made it a user-friendly experience.
I'm telling you, it's a game changer for sure. Now remember, a couple of basics. FlexPay is open to anyone within the sound of our voice.
Awesome.
You could apply and buy and take $50 off. If you don't have an HSN or Zulily or Q card, you can, you know, do that, those VIP financing, in which case 12 interest-free payments on the 64 gig, 18-month VIP financing on the 256. And by the way, whether you're doing the VIP or the FlexPay, it's almost the same monthly payment, which is crazy, you know, between the 64 and the 256. And now remember, you get an extended holiday return policy. I want to say that again, an extended holiday return policy, not 14 days like the Apple Store until the end of January. But then if you, because you're gonna have this iPad for some time to come, get that Protection Plus. I mean, seriously. Sure. I mean, really.
I love that extended holiday return, especially get it, you have it, and then you have some time to think about it. I sent a few things out to home already.
Yeah,
and
I did too, you know I did.
I was riding my sister, I'm like, did you try it on yet? Does it work? We got to get it sent back. And then I was like, oh, wait a second. We can deal with this at Christmas because we got till after. I was like, oh, thank gosh.
You know what? It makes me think of my dad. So at this point, thousands gone, and we are in the hundreds remaining. There are fewer than 700 of the 256. I'll just tell you that right now. So like last 600. So they are going. But I've been sending things home, and okay, fewer than 600 of the 256, period. So boxes are showing up on the farm almost every day, and I can hear my dad is like, now what did she send us now? Right. You know, where's that gonna go? That's just gonna take up space. Dad, I hope you're smiling if you're watching. But you know, it's true, but he makes an excellent point.